Hey, I'm back, and it's been a couple days now, and last time we were helping the spirit get ready for a day on the beach while examining the lighthouse from afar. But one quick note before I start, I was trying to edit episode 40, but I couldn't find a way to mess with the audio that would get rid of the spike as well as keep my voice at a hearable level. So, if you're wondering why the popping noise is still in that video, yeah, that's why. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not that good at messing with audio. But anyways, it's been a few days, so you and Spirit arrive at the coast, overlooking the Black Lighthouse. It's old and decrepit, but still impressive. There's something magnetic about it. You can see why Spirit would be drawn to such a place. You look Spirit up and down and notice that she's wearing all black, just like the lighthouse. Hang on a sec, something feels odd. Uh, I'll be back real quick. Alright, sorry about that. Turns out, even though I saved well after that tidbit of the event where you're putting the suntan, or the sunscreen actually, after the scene where you put the sun. My mind keeps going back to suntan lotion, I'm sorry. I'm not even tired and I'm messing up this bad. But after the event where you put on the sunscreen, even though I saved some time after it, the game decided it'd be funny to put my save all the way back at the beginning of the event. So I had to skip through quite a bit to get back to where I was. Anyways, Wraith points to the lighthouse. It's indifferent to his attention. I've been seeing it in my dreams, shining its strange light on me. I can't avoid it through woods and walls. Nothing seems to stop it from reaching out to me. Duh, it's a haunted lighthouse. It does that to everyone at some point. You're no more special than me, those dead pirates, or that mermaid I saw washed up on the shore one time. You. Mermaids, by the way, aren't even close to as beautiful in person as they are in movies. More sea witch than underwater princess, if you get my drift. It's all part of a vast conspiracy, an epic river of lies that runs beneath the island, or something. I'm pretty sure I figured out the basics anyhow. If you come with me, you can get cut. The spirit waves her katana, nearly trimming a couple buttons off Wraith's tropical top. He takes the hint and backs away a few steps slowly. For the quiet guy, he really never shuts it. Okay, be that way. You'll see. Alone at last, tension broken, deathly moans quiet, and Wraith banished back to wherever he hangs out. You scooch closer to Spirit, breathing in the damp, foggy air that seems to emanate from her. It's not quite clear how that whole fog thing works, but you don't even care. You're feeling this moment. Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe, and you get a peek of the bathing suit beneath. For someone who seems intent on proving how little she cares about what everyone else thinks, she put a lot of work into getting into that suit. It's got straps for days. However, you're so focused on what's happening with Spirit, you don't see the next interruption coming. Oh yeah, I finally, odd time to bring up the side note, but, I finally looked into whether or not there's a trickster ending. Sadly, there's not. But I found out there are, in fact, 3 endings for each route. So I might have to go back and redo a few things here and there. But that's for a later date. And Dwight and Claudette burst in on you and interrupt whatever you were doing. It doesn't seem like they were worried they'd bump into much. We're here to make. Oh, yeah, this is that scene. So, aren't survivors supposed to work in groups of 4? I forgot about that line. Anyways. Oh, it's lagging a bit now. uh, Wraith's gonna speak up, but he legitimately just spoke up. But there is a me. You got mud in your ears, friend. I told you to get lost. Don't you see? Lost is what I am, and so are you. But I know the way out. I've got a map back in my secret lair. Literally and figuratively. Yeah, I know the difference. That's why you should ditch Spirit and come spend the rest of the night with me instead. You've got a secret lair? Damn it. You did that to yourself. Who said anything about a secret lair? I said I've got Zap. Zap in my secret hair. There's a flap on my secret chair. Don't change the subject. Don't ask me what he's talking about. You're trying to make a mess of the first nice day I've had in I don't know how long, because it's not even clear what year it is, but in a while. I'm not about to be ditched for the likes of you. It's not me messing things up, like I keep trying to tell you. It's this dang island. I've come to accept a difficult truth. What's happening here? Well, I'm convinced that it's our fate. It's not anyone's decision. It's simply the way it will be. There's no use fighting it. What would you even know about fighting? All you know is hiding in your spooky little secret hair and crying like a baby while ringing your little bell. That is so mean. So don't tell me what I can and can't fight back against. I was born a fighter. A dragon lives inside me. I can't not fight, even when all I might want to do is hide. Don't you see this giant hat? It's a metaphor. A metaphor for war. Oh god, that that already gives me a great subtitle to put for the description now. If I do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it? Spirit, I know you're Japanese and all. I'm gonna just say this right now. You're starting to sound like an anime character. uh, Folks, I can't even go into I can't even go into a voice now. Oh, you hide. I've seen you hide. You do your little. Your phase walking routine. What do you call that? It's basically cloaking, and we all know that cloaking is my type of hiding. Oh wait, it is a type of hiding. uh, folks. You cloak. I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I phase walk out in the open. You just can't see me. You have no idea what they're talking about. This sure sounds like some video game community forum thread. Minutia. If there ever was such a thing. Not that you know a thing about that either. I find it weird that we wake up on a beach not knowing who we are or what we've done up until then. And yet we somehow seem to know all these topical references like video games. Even though it seems like we have no idea what they are. Anyways, it sure doesn't seem like Dwight and Claudette are going to stop this, so it's on you. I think I was brought here to make this choice, so I'm going to do that now. And I choose. Everyone knows. When it comes down to it, neither of these two seems easy to love. I mean, man, Spirit literally has broken glass shards sticking out of her, but she has a certain charm to her gloom. Spirit and I were actually having a nice time. Besides, if it's my fate to end up on this island, well, the hell with fate, really. And don't take this the wrong way, Rafe, but the amount of awkwardness you pack into a single day. No wonder you're so skinny. All that second guessing yourself must burn a lot of calories. No offense taken. It's. Yeah, okay, it's true. I can be a little awkward, I guess, sometimes. Right, so I'm going to stick with Spirit. Spirit breathes a sigh of relief. I've got enough revenging to do without having to kill you and Rafe, too. Oh, man. But, I swear. Spirit walks you around a corner to show you something that she discovered in this place and knew was meant to be connected with her journey. A cherry tree. Does it mean a cherry blossom tree? Like what they call a sakura tree? I've never heard it just referred to as a cherry tree, so I feel like it's a bit inaccurate to call it that. Maybe I'm nitpicking, but yeah. It is just a small sapling, but it has begun to sprout flowers. It doesn't make sense to see a cherry tree here in this place. It also doesn't make sense to see a ghost in a black bathing suit, so you just accept it. Fair enough. A spirit steps up to the tree. A cold breeze pulls some petals off, and they come cascading through the air around the both of you. I'm sorry, I have to take a screenshot for the thumbnail. I'll be back. I'm back. Alright. Let's continue. Do you know the meaning of the cherry blossom? They're beautiful, but also quite symbolic. Of course, like all good symbols, their meaning is pretty complicated. What do they mean to you? For many people, being among cherry blossoms is like being at a celebration of life. People travel great distances just to be near their vibrant beauty. However, as beautiful as they might be, they aren't magical. They're simply flowers. They quickly die and fade away. And for this reason, they're also a symbol of the fleeting nature of life, of our fragile mortality. In a way, it's the specter of looming death that calls attention to this special moment, to see and appreciate life. How does that duality make you feel, player? Empowered, frustrated, or unsure? uh, Hang on just 1 second. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Sorry, I have a few things right here prepped for the recording, but I don't see the most important one. Great. Unless if it's hidden. Tic Tacs. Oh, there it is. uh, Sorry about that. Let's get to the link I had prepared. But yeah, I found out there is 3 endings for each character, and I actually found a thing that's supposed to tell you how to get the good ending for each one. So hang on. Sorry, I have to go through all the other killer stuff first. Wait, did I pass it? I did pass it. Oh, okay, that's... I don't have to do as much guesswork now that I have this guide. So, I'm going to say frustrated. As you look at the tree and consider Spirit's question, you reflect on your own current predicament. Stranded here. No understanding of why. No control. The beauty of this island. The attention of such an interesting companion. It should bring you joy, but it comes at the price of being completely confused and hopeless. You look down and see a crumbling cherry blossom on the ground at your feet. As you stare at it, something begins to rage inside you, like a dragon. How can anyone find comfort, even for a moment, with death and decay looming on the horizon? It makes me so frustrated. It makes me so mad. I want to do something about it. I want to strike back against this reality. Spirit lets you go off, staying calm despite your bubbling rage. She must know thoughts like this is... Oh wait, she must know thoughts like this. Is that why she asked you? So that you'd see things from her point of view? I want to be alive! A weird thing for the player character to be saying, considering the fact that, as far as I know, he hasn't died. You feel connected to her at this moment more than you have at any point before. You wonder, does she feel the same? Once the fallen cherry blossoms represented the souls of samurai warriors, those with noble characters, those who did not fear death, those who were killed in the greatest sacrifice to honor their emperor. Their lives were short, but their purpose gave them beauty. Those warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. But despite the samurai spirit that lives on in me, in my noble bloodline, my life has ended, but my death continues to stretch on. The cycle is frozen. This cherry tree, it's not real. Though its petals fall, they soon replenish. It's as if they were installed here by someone. You watch as Spirit chooses her words very carefully. By someone with no respect for the balance of life and death. We're sorry to interrupt. You know we don't believe you, right? Yep. But this time we've got a really good reason. And it has nothing to do with us being manipulated by an unseen force, because that's definitely not happening. Nobody accused you of that, but okay. We're just here to tell you it's time for dinner, silly. And get it while it's hot. I guess it's time to go, or whatever. Thanks for spending some time with me today. I enjoyed it. Me too. Oh, we had our little moment there. And here comes a point where I have to skip through a bit. So hang on. Okay, I'm back. So, this is the one scene where people ask you to say something about your day. And I am going to be coy. It wasn't really a date, more like two people avoiding everyone else and choosing to be alone, but doing it in a relatively close proximity to each other. And that's exactly right. Couldn't have not said anything of value better myself. Thanks, Spirit. Spirit is clearly happy with the way you portrayed your date. No surprise, she doesn't like people getting into her business. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Oh yeah, this part I can just skip to the choice. So, while we're getting to the choice... Oh, faster than I thought this time. I know I mentioned that I have internet problems every now and again. Uh, Before I get to the choice, it's currently September 13th, and I woke up at like 6 or 7 in the morning, and again, I have Spectrum, so for some of you this is par for the course, because you know how bad Spectrum is and whatnot, but pretty much since 7 in the morning, like I was on the internet for a little bit, but pretty much since 7 in the morning, my internet went out, and it didn't come back on until like 3:38 or so. Yeah, past noon, from 7 till 3:38. That is a ridiculously long time to have to wait. I mean, I'm glad I don't have to file any like paperwork right now, because if I did, I'm pretty sure it would be getting to whoever I'd need to file it to late, and I might be put in legal trouble if that were actually the case. But again, thankfully, I don't have paperwork to file. I mean, it still annoys me that it was offline for so long, but Jesus. Like, Spectrum, legitimately, get your act together. There are people, I'm sure there are a lot of people who get your service that have files they have to freaking sign, document, and so much other, and then send in on a certain date. And then you're gonna have several days with Spectrum where the internet's just off for several hours at a time. I say several, which probably makes you think it's only like a few, but take my example earlier of how the internet was off from like 7 in the morning till 3:30 p.m. It's just ridiculous, and it's something that bothers me quite a bit. Even though it shouldn't. Again, I don't have any major thing I have to transfer online other than these videos, which I sometimes feel like I'm setting too big of a delay between them, but I'm gonna stop the rant there because if I don't, I'm gonna run out of time. And I want to at least get through this scene for you guys. Since next video is gonna be part 44, I figure I'll probably record that like tomorrow or something. But yeah, if you guys ever see me going a week where I upload only one video or maybe 2 videos on the same day, know that it's because my internet's being unreasonable. Because I usually like to upload these videos in the afternoon. Well, sometime afternoon rather. Like maybe 6, 7, on occasion 8. But if the internet goes out, I basically have no control of when an episode's going to come out. So, yeah. Sorry, long rant. But we've seen this scene before. So, this will lead into story time, which will be the next part. I'm sorry again for ranting. I'm sorry for going on so long with the rant, because genuinely, it's probably not that interesting to you guys, but I feel like I have to put it out there, just in case anyone ever asks, like, why isn't a video out? Because I have been seeing that I have been getting a number of new viewers, and well, if they look at the community tab, they'll notice I kind of stopped putting updates because basically no one was responding or reacting to them. But I'm gonna try and fix that later on if I have like a major thing, or if I want to post that I'm gonna do like a special episode or something like that, or ask you guys' opinion on something. I'll probably put it in the community part of my channel. Anyways, I've ranted for way too long. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this video for what it's worth. And I invite anyone who wants to continue seeing my journey, as I'm definitely going to go through all the endings and the special scene, which I forgot to mention. There's a special scene with Trickster once you get the good and bad ending with every dateable killer. But I'll definitely be recording that and putting it up when I'm done. And look forward to October, because I plan on putting out a special series of videos for that. If you want to see what it is, I might make an intro video to my channel where I give a hint. But I shall leave you at that for now. Bye.